Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail.
All right, welcome everybody to the Dr. Pat Show. I'm Artie Hoffman, and unfortunately, Sky wasn't able to make it with me. She was having major issues with her dog, and I don't even know what the outcome of that was, but it was a major biggie. So hopefully Weezer are still around. But I'm very flattered that Dr. Pat asked me to, come back on again. And it's always a pleasure talking with everybody, and, if anybody wants to call in for a free reading today's only $25. So, no, but if you want to call in for a free reading, just give me a call at 800-930-2819. Or if you want to get, thoughts off your chest, if you want to make this like the Dr. Crane show, hello, you're on the air. And so feel free to give me a call at 800-930-2819. I'm Artie Hoffman, and I am a psychic and a medium. I've been doing this now for, over 27 years. I've read for over 18,000 people. And, so it's really cool. I'm like the therapist. And the funny thing is I always wanted to become a therapist. And growing up, but I wasn't the book smart type of kid. So when I went to the Edgar Casey Foundation, they taught me how to open up my senses and everything. And so I actually learned to develop my gift more and more through them. And what's really cool is that in June I'm going to be flying out to England. That's right. I'm going to be going out to England. I'm going to be going to the Arthur Findlay Foundation and hang out with all the other mediums out there and hang out where the Harry Potters are out there. And that would be so cool if they teach me how to fly a broom, fly at anything, fly a kite, I don't care. So it's going to be a lot of fun, though, going to England and hanging out with a bunch of top-notch mediums from around the world. So I've been waiting to do this for a long time. And it's going to be cool because I never went to Europe before. So I'm taking an extra couple of days for myself. And I'm going to probably have a pint with somebody and meet a few new chaps and possibly go to a soccer game. And it's really fun because sometimes when I do my parties, and I'm at the people's houses, once in a while I like to joke around pretending that I'm British, and so I carry my British accent. And so the people go, "Oh my God, that accent's amazing." Where are you from? And I said, "Can't you tell?" I said, "I'm from Central Jersey." I said, "We all talk like this." And I said, "But if you want me to do your reading with a British accent," I said, "I could do that, but it's going to cost you $10 extra just for the sex appeal alone." So I like to have fun with people, as you can tell. And, a lot of people tend to take mediumship and spirituality a little too serious, and I'm more on the lighter side. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm always joking, but I do most of the time. I try to say or express things in a playful way and in an energetic way, as you can tell. And but that's how I feel about life. So, it's funny. I just said to one of my friends last week, I said, "So let me ask you something. Do you live every day like it's a weekday, or do you live every day like it's a weekend?" Because I truly live my life like every day is a weekend, like every day is my birthday. And I don't like to use the phrase, live every day as if it's your last. I don't know. That just gets me all weirded out. Live every day like it's your last. And I understand, you want to live life to its fullest, but sometimes your energy just isn't there, if you say, let's live life to your fullest, right? All right, let me grab 2 packs of cigarettes. I'm going to die anyway, so light up, do everything wrong. What do I care? It's my last day. 5 years later, it's my last day. And you're like kind of destroying your life, destroying everyone else's lives around you. Damn, I thought I was going to go a long time ago. That's what I was living my life like a train wreck. So, but actually, you want to know something? There was a typo in the title of this show, which I thought was actually kind of funny, and it might be a sign. They have it advertised for this show, the eagle versus the spirit. And in reality, it should be the ego versus the spirit. So maybe that's a sign that the Eagles are going to go all the way this year, if you're a Philadelphia fan, So Eagles versus the spirit. But if anything, I said to my assistant, I said, when she brought it to my attention, what it said, I said, if anything, the eagle is on the same side as the spirit. The eagle represents freedom, and you're just way out there, you're just with your wings spread and you're just soaring and flying. So the eagle is with the spirit, not versus the spirit. And it was funny. I heard a stand-up comedian say, "You want to know something?" He goes, "I saw an eagle a long distance away." He says it was probably about a half a mile away. He says, "I'm pretty sure it was an eagle, a bald eagle, because I saw it take its wing and throw its hair over its head." And so, I don't know, I thought that was pretty funny. So, but anyway, so today's topic is, the ego versus the soul. And, a lot of times people go for satisfying the moment rather than satisfying what is best for themselves, what's best for the overall good. And a lot of people go for just satisfying the moment. And that's the ego. The ego always needs to be satisfied right away. And the virtue of life is patience. And very few people have patience because we want everything yesterday. And with technology the way it is, technology, gives us everything at our beckon, which unfortunately makes our brains lazier. And so, it's a shame that too many people choose the easy road rather than the road that will build your character, the road that will build your strength. And as parents and grandparents, a lot of us had it hard where we had to, bust our ass for every little penny, for every little dollar that we got. And so, some of us, because we dealt with the Depression and we dealt with a lot of hard times, or other people dealt with the Holocaust, or other people dealt with just, transforming from one country to another. It was difficult for a lot of people growing up. And so a lot of people, you hear, oh, yeah, I didn't have 2 nickels to rub up against when I came to this country. I only came to this country with $100. And but you want to know something? Through those challenging times, it helped build character and strength, which then a lot of people, built up their own business and made themselves an empire. Or some of them just made a good living, a healthy living, and to be a good provider, and not having everything on the top or the best of the best, but just having a good, healthy life. And the shame of it all is that too many parents and grandparents say, you know what, I've worked so hard my whole life, I don't want my kids to suffer like I did. And so they end up giving the kids way too much, where they make it so easy, and then the kids end up becoming mushy, lazy. They become Humpty Dumpty. They become very complacent, very lazy, and they don't have the same drive that the parents and grandparents have because they were born into having things too easy. Because us as parents and our grandparents, we struggled so hard to get it that we're trying to make lives easier or better for our kids. And our kids don't know any better because they were born into it. So to try to explain to them, oh, how I used to have it, it doesn't mean jack crap to them because they don't know any other experience. You could talk about how 5 of you slept in the same bedroom and that, you ate a bowl of spaghetti for years. It's still, yes, logically they understand it, but emotionally they haven't gone through it. Unless if they, see lots of videos on the old times or I feel like if you bring them to a soup kitchen or go to a place where people are really struggling so that they could appreciate it. And so, like I said, parents make things or try to make things very easy for the kids. Is it like that in all households? No, it's not. There are some really good kids that work really, really hard, and kudos. You get gold stars, you get A's across the board, you get applause from the angels for the kids who had to put themselves through college, the kids who got pregnant early and did everything that they can to provide for their children. So like when you are put up against the wall, all right, when you're put up against the wall and you have to make things happen, you have to make things work, you have to provide for your kids, that, you do what it takes. But a lot of times, if you didn't have that one or two children, who knows, maybe for some of you 3 or 5, but for some of you, that's what puts the fire under your ass to get things really going. Because if it was just yourself, you might not have the push and drive. But when you do it on behalf of your kids or behalf of someone else, because without you, they're going to starve or they're not going to have a roof over their heads. So a lot of us do, make things happen because, we put ourselves under these circumstances. So, and like I said, God bless all of you, even for the kids who got it right early, or if you have loved ones who are really, really sick and you had to have but no choice but to, make things happen. And, so many blessings to you and many blessings to all social workers, people who work with the handicap and stuff. It takes a lot of patience, and if that's not a humbling experience, I don't know what is. So, all right, everybody, listen, I'm Artie Hoffman. You're with the Dr. Pat Show. If you want to call in for a free reading and speak to me about any topic, or you want to, like I said, a reading, feel free to give me a call at 800-930-2819, and I will talk to you all right after this commercial break.
Almost everyone at some time in their lives ask themselves, what am I? Most of our questions are ego-generated and simply don't address the problem of our false self. It's time to relax your ego and embody your soul. Dr. Dan Cohen, neurologist, inventor, and author, has created tools to awaken, a new way to transform from who you thought you were into what you truly are. Visit toolstoawaken.com today.
Get ready to experience Truth Talk Radio with host Deb Acker. Tune in to Truth Talk Radio each Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com to illuminate the truth in your daily life as you experience life, love, and abundance from a whole new perspective. This hit show will leave you feeling lighter and bring you into a place of infinite possibilities every day in every way. Visit TruthTalkRadioshow.com for upcoming transformative topics and guests.
Awaken to your radiant, authentic self. For over 15 years, Soul Purpose Advocate Nancy Monson has been focused on leading change in the lives of those looking to live their true purpose. She is devoted to supporting people in living a soul-directed life every day. Let Nancy help you overcome fear, worry, and doubt. Visit everydayspirituality.com to learn how Nancy can be your soul purpose advocate.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Ladies, it's time to treat yourself. Join the Women of Wisdom for their annual fundraiser Saturday, June 4th. This is a sacred pampering day for women at North Seattle College. If you are a business and want to be one of our pamperers, we still have space. It's going to be a day to relax and treat yourself. For more information and to get tickets, visit thewowconference.org. That's the WOW conference.org.
everyone, this is Dr. Pat. I wanted to tell you about a new, powerful, and compelling play by Nicholas Vasili, coming to Seattle July 7th at Cornish Playhouse, Seattle Center, the United States of China. It's a movement to create a new level of awareness about the state of affairs between the United States and China. Knowledge is power, and we are powerful. Get your tickets today at americathestrong.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody. You're with Artie Hoffman and Dr. Pat. This is the Dr. Pat Show, and unfortunately, Sky couldn't make it with me today, who is my spiritual radio partner. If anyone would like to get a free reading on the show right now, just give me a call at 800-930-2819. And talk about anything. You want to know something? You tell me, I tell you what you need to know. Don't ask me for the pick six, though. You know, it's funny. Somebody literally emailed me, and I just could not believe that people have, I don't know, small brain cells like this. They emailed me and literally said these exact words. Artie, could you please send me this, the quick pick six numbers? This is when Mega Million was like up to like, I don't know, $30 million, $50 million. She said to me, I promise you, if I hit, I will share stuff with you. I mean, how generous. I mean, I playfully tell people, like when I'm waiting online at the bank or, when I'm, at a store about to pay for something, I give them a serious look. I said, excuse me, I just lost $1 million. If you can help me find it, I promise you I'll give you half as a reward. But that's something. But to tell you the truth, I've given out over 50 winning lottery numbers to people. And I've given out over a bunch of over 12 winning stock tips. And that have been at least 50%, some as high as 600%. And I'm very blessed that way. I give it, I can't take it, I share it with people. Many for sports picks because even though I think the Cleveland Cavaliers will probably end up taking it all, who knows? That's my gut. That's my gut. So, speaking about Cleveland, I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame out in Cleveland. Oh, my God, I loved it out there. I couldn't get enough of it. It was so much fun. And, I didn't want to leave. I was in this room, and they have this big screen up. They have this big screen with a bunch of chairs. It's like a mini movie theater. And they have, like, one performance after another where they show you all these rock groups, the big-name rock groups that was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They show you them in concert, and they show about 3 or 4 songs of them doing 3 or 4 songs, and then they go to the next major artist, and then they go to the next major artist after they performed about 3 or 4 songs, and I loved it. I could have hung out there all day. I was listening to every kind of music you could imagine. So I want to share with you something that I just started to do that I hope all of you could follow in my footsteps. And I promise you won't be disappointed. I started taking off one full day a week. And if that's too much for you, then if you could take half a day a week, or at least one full day a week every other week, but you give yourself that time off, you bust your ass throughout the entire week, you work so hard, the responsibilities are on your shoulders, and like, what's the sense of living if you're not going to give yourself some fun time? Allow the teenager inside of you to just to take a break, just so you can re-grease your engine. Because, let me tell you something, my life is incredibly busy. I'm always multitasking. And, like many others, I'm being pulled in 20 different directions. But I do keep myself very organized with everything that I do, even though it might not seem like it, but I do. and I write everything down on the book that I need to do, and I looked at everything, and I reread my notes, and it helps keep me on track. But you want to know something? I've been working on burnout, like, for the last couple months, and I just decided, I said, I need to give myself off a full day, a full day off, and or at least 3/4 of the day. And, and it's good. I block it all out, or as best as I could, I block it all out. And, later on today, I'll be going to the beach and just chilling out underneath the palm trees of New Jersey. There are live palm trees in New Jersey that they bring in from I don't know where, and I don't care. The bottom line is I got that island type of feel, and I'm going to be heading out to Point Pleasant. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, I hope that all of you could follow in my footsteps and just to take a day off and go to the lake, go to the park. But you need to get out of your house. You need to get out of your element. And if you say, well, I got kids or, I'm taking care of someone sickly, then it would be great if you could delegate the responsibilities to somebody to give you a day off or a half a day off. You could work it out if you really wanted to. Just a lot of people are afraid to ask other people for help. And all that you do is say no. Because if you don't ask, all right, your chances are zero. If you ask somebody for help or ask somebody for something, your chances automatically go up to 50%. But at least you gave it a try. And if one person says no, it doesn't mean that you're not worthy. It doesn't mean you can't. It just means that that person can't help you out or doesn't want to help you out or whatever. But the bottom line is you want to do what needs to be done. And so therefore you go to whoever you need to go to who's able to fulfill your needs. Now, I'm going to share with you something, a very clever idea that I came up with when my daughter was a toddler. And like I said, I like to go out. I don't have to party all the time. I'm not a big-time, partier all the time. I just don't like to hang in all the time, I appreciate my home. I appreciate the fact that it's a place to chill out and relax. It's my safe haven. But at the same token, I love to go out and enjoy the ambiance, enjoy music, enjoy the beach, enjoy the park. I love listening to the free concerts outdoors and stuff and going out to dinner with friends or family. It's a lot of fun. So this is what I developed. When I was married to my first wife, and I've had many of them, but when I was married to my first wife, we had our daughter, Rebecca. We found a couple who, one of our very dear friends who also has young kids, and somebody who we 100% trust. And so I developed what was known as a round robin. So one week, the guys went out while the women stayed home. We picked one day of the week. The guys went out while the women stayed home with the kids. The second week, the girls went out while the guys stayed home with the kids. The third week, my wife and I, we went out while they watched our daughter, Rebecca. And on the fourth week, they went out while we watched their two boys. And it worked out really well. And, we did it for months. But for some reason, I don't know why, my friends had said, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And for whatever reason, I don't know. He's caught in his own little world, in his own little ways. But I'll tell you, while it was going on for the first few months, it was dynamite. You didn't have to worry about paying for a babysitter. The kids got along great. And so, like I said, that's a good suggestion for you. Another suggestion I want to send to you, for all you mothers out there, or for all you people out there, who's the one who's always entertaining everybody, and you're the one that's doing all the work, all right, while everyone else gets to relax. My mother developed this awesome system when she was alive. Towards the last part of her years, she was getting tired, and she didn't want to, have to always cook and clean up, and not that the rest of us were lazy. It's just that we were used to mom and dad taking care of everything, and mostly mom. So this one year, my mom developed a grab bag, which was a great idea. So when you walked into my mom's house, you reached into the bag. Everyone who walked, who was at the party, whether it be birthday party or holiday party or whatever, You reached into the grab bag and you pulled out a little piece of paper, and each paper had a chore. And one paper said, oh, you're going to help set the table. Oh, you're going to help serve the main course. You're going to help serve the dessert. You're going to clean up the dishes. You're going to serve the soup. Or this paper says you're going to throw out the garbage. But everybody had a task to do, and everyone was more than willing to chip in and help out. And, of course, as soon as it was time for a new chore, everyone was yelling, all right, who's got this job? Whose turn is it to throw out the garbage, and whose turn is it to clean up the dishes? And it was really good. Everyone chipped in. And there was no cheating. It's not like, it's somebody's turn and then the other person, no, I got it. Don't do that to yourself, all right? Let the people be a part of it, all right? Even though you're a big girl or you're a big guy and you could do all of it, we know that you're big and that you could do all of it. Allow everybody to be a part of being a part of everything, all right? Stop making things so damn easy for everybody. And then you're sitting back, oh, well, what about me and what about me? And I do everything for everybody, but, when it comes to my turn, no one's around. Because when you don't allow yourself, like when you don't allow yourself to receive, when other people are trying to help you and you keep saying, oh, no, thank you, because your ego is saying, I don't want to bother anybody. And your soul is saying, it would be nice if somebody would help me out. But when you keep on blocking out everybody from being a part of your life or from helping you, you condition them to say, he doesn't need any help or he doesn't need any help because you've always gotten it. But the time comes when you need them, they're not going to be around because you have conditioned everybody that you always got it. So it's really important, even though they might do it a little differently, even though they might be a little slower than you, or they might not be as efficient as you, but just the fact that somebody is there willing to help you or willing to feed you or whatever, or to help you out financially, whatever, allow yourself to receive, all right? It's not a sin to receive. It's actually a blessing. And with that, everybody, I just want you to know this is Artie Hoffman. You're here with the Dr. Pat Show, and we're going to be right back right after this commercial break.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I want to touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much.
Transformation Talk Radio is dedicated to the education and awareness of Lyme disease.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Lyme Talk Radio. I'm Dr. Pat, joined here by
Dr. Nusheen Darvish.
Dr. Pat Basili and Dr. Nusheen Darvish will be bringing the most innovative, groundbreaking information, research, treatment innovations, and stories from those it affects every day.
I'm so excited to be talking about this.
We have so much to share.
Dr. Darvish and I are planning to do is connect the dots.
People suffering with all sorts of chronic diseases, it's time. It is time for them to transform.
Tune into Lyme Talk Radio and help keep our mission strong.
For the loyal listeners out there that have been listening to this incredible show on Lyme disease, we are not going to let you down. We're going to come through stronger and enrich the platform for Lyme disease awareness through Lyme Talk Radio. The message will continue, the conversations will become stronger, and the healing epic.
My play, The United States of China, is about the trial of Miriam Hopkins, who is a metaphor for all that America stands for. It's the year 2018. America has become the United States of China. We've owed China trillions of dollars. We cannot pay. Consequently, we default.
How long do you think it will take this financial empire to crash and crumble? Just like that.
This is more than a play experience. It's a movement to create awareness and empower people to be in action. We are strong together. We will always prevail. Get your tickets today at americathestrong.com.
Get ready to rid yourself of all that is weighing you down and holding you back from living the life you want for yourself. Coming Clean, The Art of Transparency with Catherine Moss is a hit show for women in recovery who are ready to live life on purpose. Tune in and let Catherine help you live your truth one day at a time. Live each Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
TheAngelLady.net. 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 1-800-323-1790. 1-800-323-1790. Sue Storm. TheAngelLady.net.
I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark. Let me take you past the satellites. You can see the world you brought to life.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Listen, I apologize, everybody, for all of you who couldn't hear me clearly. I wasn't speaking up to the mic as close as I should, so I am going to be a good boy for the rest of this show. I promise. So don't worry, there's nothing wrong with your system. It was me. So any case, if anybody wants to check me out and find out what the face is behind the voice, feel free to go to my website, artiehoffman.com, ArtieHoffman.com. I do private readings in person and over the phone, but I am out of New Jersey, and I'm just as accurate over the phone as I am in person. And if you wanted to have your own Artie party, where you invite a bunch of your friends and family over to have girls' night out, and it's just a lot of fun, or a guys' night out, whatever. I've done wedding parties, believe it or not. I've done bachelorette parties. I've done birthday parties. You name it, I've done it. So it's always a lot of fun. And, so it's a good time. And the number, if you wanted to also reach me for a personal reading, is 877-ANGEL-02. And like I said, you won't be disappointed. And if you want, I could also record the sessions, and that's no problem, which you would get. And, so any case, this week's topic is the ego versus the soul. And the only difference between myself and most other people, or I say psychics and other people, a really good psychic and or a medium, you follow your gut instincts. You follow your first gut instinct. And, and you just respond, or you react, or you adhere to what is being sent to you or told to you. So even though I do what I do, a lot of people say to me, Artie, you're so blessed to have a gift, but it's not really... I appreciate the fact that people say that to me, but at the same token, it's not a matter of who God chooses to speak to, it's who chooses to listen. So, when you really listen up to your gut instincts, when something's right or wrong, when something's not right, your insides are going to respond. You're going to get a weebie-jeebie feeling inside. And you gotta follow your gut instincts, And how many times have you said, oh, God, I should have followed my first gut instinct? And you didn't. Because as soon as it goes from your gut to your head and it gets to that analytical point, you're screwed. All right? Because your mind, your ego, is now playing with the truth. But your first gut instincts, you just know when something's right or wrong. And it doesn't even have to be with you. It could even be with your kids or certain family members or close friends. Even with them not being around you, you pick up on the sixth sense, all right? So that's what I'm talking about. All right, so right now I think we have a caller on, Benny. Who's this?
Yeah, we'll take Cheryl calling in from Burien. Cheryl, welcome to the show.
Hi there.
Hey,
I was
Cheryl.
hoping to get some either validation or whatever. My daughter is having a hard time financially, but I don't think I should be helping her as much as I have in the past, because it seems to be a bottomless pit, and I just don't know how to help without
helping.
Yeah, without giving money.
Right. You want to know something? Let me say this to you, and I know exactly what needs to be said. and I live by this. And I'm going to give you some metaphors. I'm very good with analogies and metaphors. I will give you your pair of pants. I will buy you your pair of pants. But if you want the designer jeans, you're paying the extra $50 or $100. I will get you your decent pair of shoes. You want the shoes that are, ultra expensive. You want those nice heels or the Air Jordans. Guess what? You're going to pay for the difference. Just giving them just enough is plenty. Trust me, is plenty. If they want anything above and beyond that, you have to allow them to go without. There's no reason for her to change her ways while you keep on supplying her with all these goodies, with putting things on a silver platter. It's okay if she burns and crashes. She needs to know the difference between busting your ass and not doing anything, and because that's what you're going to get in life. And I understand.
Yeah.
I understand it's easier said than done.
Yeah, especially when there's a grandchild involved. And
Understandable,
that makes it more difficult.
I understand. At the same time, you're love and nurturing, and you give them bare necessities. I will feed you on the paper plates, but I'm not going to give you the golden plates. Of course, as a grandparent, you want to spoil your grandchildren. One of my friends, he was really funny. He says, Art, if it was at all possible to have just the grandkids and skip over the kids, I would have done it years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's something about that ultra love of a grandchild that just is higher than your own kids. It's weird how it works, but it just is, But it's the truth. So, I understand what you're saying, but you're going to have to learn to express tough love. And that's what's known as tough love. And, and it's allowing them to appreciate everything that you've given them. And it's not right for you to allow them to deplete you. And it's by your choice. You're allowing it to happen. So it's about, like I said, I'm not saying to leave them out in the cold. I'm not saying that at all. And I'm not saying to have them starve. I'm not saying that at all. But just give them just the necessities. And if she wants anything above and beyond, say, you have to have a heart-to-heart talk with her and say, look, this is all what I'm capable and willing to give. Because the biggest mistake that people do is that they give so much of themselves to other people, whether it be their kids, grandkids, or their friends or whoever. They give so much of themselves to everyone else that they leave themselves depleted. And they end up giving away more resources than they could even afford to, be without. You need the money for the rent, for the electric, for the food, for the insurance, whatever it is. And then you end up giving that money away to your other kinfolk or friends. And it's like, why are you doing that to yourself? It's not right.
Yeah.
And then you're not teaching them to respect you. She doesn't respect you the way you want to be respected because you're not respecting yourself. You're not respecting your boundaries.
Do you think she's going to be able to make it the way she's going right now with the boyfriend?
What do you mean by that? Is she going to be able to make it? Reiterate that.
Well, she's gone off to live off-grid with her boyfriend, and they think it's so cheap, and yet they're having car problems, and he's not really getting out there and getting a job that I can see anyway.
No, that relationship is on a doomed course. It's only a matter of time until it burns and crashes. I mean, that's the number one thing that people argue about the most is about money.
Well, I just want her to get out of it carefully if she does.
Right, and when she's hurting enough, then she will. And that's when you have leverage. Say, well, what, I'm willing to help you out, but I'm willing to help you out under my conditions. So you've been helping her out under her conditions. There was a time, my daughter she's 24 years old. She lives with her mom and her stepdad. And I'm not going to say anything negative. I have a lot of things that I could say that I don't appreciate that I feel is negative, but I'm not going to go there. And so my daughter was having problems with her mom and her stepdad, and she says, Dad, can you help me out with this problem, with this situation, with this situation? And I said, yeah, I could help you out. I said, but I'm not going to help you out while you're living in their world. I will only help you out while you're living in my world, because that's where I feel I could help you out the most. But I'm not going to keep on accommodating you while you're doing things that I don't feel is correct. And she said, I understand. And I said, I'm more than willing to help you out, but not under your conditions. You need to be able to adjust, and I want you to grow, and, you will have your freedom, and you will be self-sufficient. But you want to know something? Fortunately and unfortunately, her mom and her stepdad live in the material world. They have a very good life in the material world. When it comes to spirituality, they're pretty shallow. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but they really are. I mean, this piece of wood that I'm knocking on right now has more spirituality than them. And it's unfortunate. But in the material world, they got it. She got it. But you want to know something? It's about being happy, and it's about being self-sufficient. And it's not the person who has the most that is the happiest. It's the person who needs the least and could still be happy. And I really mean that. And when you are blessed to have a lot, God bless all of you who do have a lot, then you know what? You have a very provisional life. You have a very good life that's well provided for. And now, if you have extra money or extra resources, sharing your time or energy or monies with other people, but not to the point where it could hurt you, but just to assist others. You want to help somebody just to get from one step to the other. But when you're just feeding it into a bottomless pit, you're literally throwing your money out the window. If they're working on a plan, if she's working on a plan to help to get to school or needs an extra few bucks for a car so she can get to work, I can understand it. But the boyfriend isn't even chipping into it and saying, she needs to figure it out. And even with the grandchild picked her parents for her lesson. And it's hard because it's your grandchild. Say, what? Let me take the grandchild and you wallow in your crap.
Oh.
But you can't keep on accommodating her in her world. I will accommodate you in my world, but I can't accommodate you in your world all the time. If they had a plan where their situation was only temporary, then I could see.
Yeah, it's ending up to not be good all around.
Right.
Yeah.
And so therefore, that's what you do. You give them an ultimatum. But unfortunately, I got to go to a commercial break right now.
Thank you.
All right, sweetheart. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, hon. All right, everybody, stick around. You're on the Dr. Pat Show. I'm Artie Hoffman, and I'm on Thursdays with Sky Siegel between 5 and 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's, I think, 2 and 4 Western Time. So, all right, everyone, stick around because we're going to be right back right after this commercial break.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
How confident do you feel about your retirement? Ask Ameriprise financial advisor Jeff Packman about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach. Together, you and Jeff can break down retirement planning step by step to get to the real answers you need. Call Jeff Packman, financial advisor, today at 425-453-0272. Office is located at 601 108th Avenue Northeast, Suite 1800 in Bellevue, Washington, 98004. The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member of FINRA and SIPC.
Hi, this is Leslie Fontaine. Many of us have patterns that have been long held in our field. We attract the same energies, take the same jobs, go to the same toolkits of experience and survival. That is a lot of what patterns are about: security, safety, and survival. Even if they don't work, at least we understand them. But destiny, even the word sounds boundless. It comes from your soul essence, a completely different place. When we listen to the guidance coming to us, that is where it is taking us. Let's go. Are you ready to shift into your best life? Visit lesliefontaine.com and let's talk about unfolding all that you want to be, do, and have. You'll find sessions, audio products, classes to help remove the blocks and move you into your potential. And listen to my show, Sheer Alchemy, on Transformation Talk Radio, Wednesdays at 10 Pacific and 1 Eastern.
Hey everyone, this is Dr. Pat. I wanted to tell you about a new, powerful, and compelling play by Nicholas Vasili, coming to Seattle July 7th at Cornish Playhouse, Seattle Center, the United States of China. It's a movement to create a new level of awareness about the state of affairs between the United States and China. Knowledge is power, and we are powerful. Get your tickets today at americathestrong.com. Hey everybody, this is Dr. Pat. I love the maca team. If you've never tried maca, you're going to love what they are doing. Maca is a root vegetable that grows at altitudes above 13,000 feet in the Andes Mountains. As a family-run company of true maca specialists, the maca team's mission is to provide you with fresh, organic, premium quality maca products at fair prices. They are happy to be the first company anywhere to offer red, black, and premium maca extracts in a GMO-free glycerin base. These extracts are incredibly high quality, potent, and very convenient. Herbal extracts have been used for thousands of years to help maintain and improve health. Some of the advantages of using fresh herbal extracts are freshness and shelf life, fast-acting benefits, and ease of use. Just drop them into that smoothie. To learn more and get a special discount for all of our listeners, visit drpatspicks.com. That's drpatspicks.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody, with the Dr. Pat Show. I'm Artie Hoffman, and unfortunately, my partner, Sky Siegel, could not make it today. Now, Sky Siegel, I knew that the first moments that I heard her voice, she called me up for a reading over the air, and she wanted a reading. Well, she didn't actually call me up over the air, but she called me up for a private reading. And after listening to her voice literally for about a minute and a half, she thought she was going crazy. And I said to her, I said, "You're not going crazy." I said, "You are a very, very talented medium." And with that, just listening to her after a minute and a half, I knew that I hit on somebody who is extremely talented in the mediumship world. And she's incredibly accurate over the phone, and she has hit grand slam home run after home run after home run for so many people. And just like myself, she's capable of giving advice as far as in the medical field, as far as love life, as far as legal, as far as emotional. She's very good. Her number is 908-500-1474. And she's got a lot of wisdom in her. She's been doing this for many, many, many years. And like I said, she's an American native with an incredible gift. And, so you won't be disappointed if you called her up for a reading. And my number, again, you won't be disappointed. If anything, we'll have a few laughs. So 877-ANGEL-02. And check out ArtieHoffman.com, ARTIEHOFFMAN.com. I have a lot of YouTube videos. Please like my video, and you could check me out. You could friend me on Facebook. And the testimonials are amazing. I'm always impressed by the beautiful thoughts and kindness of the public with their experience with me. And you could see that I'm the real deal. The best way to get a good medium or a good psychic is through a recommendation. That's the best way that you could do it, by somebody else's experience. And, sometimes even the best of the best have off days. So, but on the most part, like I said, you could tell a good psychic and a medium through word of mouth or recommendations or testimonials. And, you do a little background check. If anybody ever said to you, as far as, when you're going to die or there's been a curse on you or whatnot, just walk away from that. Don't even bother paying. Just walk out in that moment, say thank you, but no thanks, and just allow yourself to move on. Because unfortunately, like all other endeavors or businesses, whatever you want to call it, you're going to have your good people and you're going to have your shysters, And unfortunately, there are people who do manipulate people because of their vulnerability. And so you have to be careful on who you go to. But like I said, through recommendations, and I've been, recommended. I've had, I have my own talk show with Dr. Pat. I've been on 101.5 in New Jersey, and I performed at the casinos, and it's always a lot of fun. And I give all the credit to the angels and to the Holy Spirit. People ask me, Artie, do you believe in God? And of course I do. And I put a post up, on my Facebook. I have new posts that I think of almost every single day. And I put a post up that God is so humble, God is so good and so loving and so smooth at what he does that there are some people out there who actually even doubt his existence. He's that good where he makes it, he or she, however you want to express, where he makes it as if he doesn't even exist because he doesn't need the praise. We need our prayers to be heard, all right? And it's not that God needs for us, but, God experiences life more and more of himself through us. And God loves all of you unconditionally, regardless. And God is not a vengeful God, and God is not a punishing God. God is filled with lots of love and compassion and patience, and as many times as it takes for you to get something right, God will be there for you. And I 100% believe that. So I am a person who 100% believes in God. I 100% believe in angels. And when you ask for God's assistance, when you ask for your angel's assistance, they will be there for you. You just need to put it out there.
And let's try that. Actually, Artie, real fast, if you don't mind. We have Sandra calling in. Let's try to sneak her on real fast. Sandra from Maple Valley, welcome to the show. A question for Artie. Go for it.
Hi, Artie. As I was sitting here, my question kind of changed because I have my mother with me with dementia, and it's making me have to kind of change how I handle business and income on a daily basis. And I wanted to know if you had any insights for how I can blend it with her and actually make that work to what direction should I go business-wise and financially to work with my mom as part of the package?
Okay, and she still lives at home, correct?
I brought her into my home 4 years ago, and she has dementia, so her
Okay,
care is
well,
getting more and
the
more
first thing, okay, really quickly, because we're about to end the show, but my best advice that I could give to you, and a lot of people don't even think about this, go to the colleges and to the schools where people are studying to work with as a nurse or to work as a social worker, because you can get them on a program. You can get these students as a program who could assist you, where literally for nothing, literally for next to nothing or nothing. So it's like a program where they earn credits at college or at school.
You're brilliant. Thank you.
And so, therefore, that would alleviate. And then you could, interview as far as who you like or don't like. And it gives them experience besides just, wanting to get paid because this is on college credit. And you could do that literally for any job. So if you're starting any kind of a business or you need assistance, medically or whatnot, go to the colleges and to the schools and then ask the guidance counselors who they feel is the best.
Terrific idea. Thank you so much.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for calling in.
Bye-bye.
All right, sweetheart. So, all right, everybody. Well, that was a great call, and I'm sure that helped out a lot of people. And like I said, my brother uses interns, that's what they're called, interns, all the time for his accounting business, and he gets some really, really good help. And they need to earn the credits. They need to gain experience, and what better way than to be hands-on. So don't be afraid to go out there and ask for assistance. So All right, everyone. It was such a great pleasure sharing time with you, and I hope you enjoyed the show. And I'd like to thank Dr. Pat for having me on again. So, again, my personal website is artiehoffman.com, ARTIEHOFFMAN.com. Check me out, 877-ANGEL-02. If you want a private reading in person or over the phone, or even have your own Artie party, a girls' night out. We'll call it a wine and spirits. You bring the wine, I'll talk to the spirits. Can't do any better than that. All right, everybody, from my mouth to God's ears, may God bless all of you with lots of health, happiness, and prosperity. And may God and the angels always bless you and your family with the best outcomes. Always ask for the best outcomes. Leave it in God's hands. And until next time, everybody, you have a beautiful, beautiful week. You take care.